Hi, this is Krystal Bee,
Nicole Garcia,
and Kristine Rodriguez.
We're 3 millennial moms
and longtime friends who met working in radio.
And we really partied in clubs together.
Now we're deep in our mom era,
but we're still popping bottles.
Hey,
this is Nightclubs to Night Feeds.
Another episode of Nightclubs to Night
Hey,
Feeds.
let's get it.
And another very special guest who we've already been talking to for like 20 minutes. And you feel like family. You feel like one of the homegirls in here.
For sure.
Jess M Garcia.
Hey,
welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you
so much for having me.
I feel like she's for sure like a family member.
Yeah.
Like I could totally see her in Southgate with my family.
Hell yeah.
1000%.
And you're not even from California.
Yeah.
We were talking about this because I was first introduced to you from On My Block, which takes place in East LA, and I'm from East LA, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that they got like real people from the hood to be in On My Block. And you ain't even from here.
No, I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
The mean
Wow.
streets of Disney World.
Not the mean streets.
Would you have an annual pass? Would you go all the time?
I went all the time, but it was because like people I knew worked there. Like it was
Of
always like
course.
that.
No big
Yeah.
deal.
It's like baffling to me that like there are people that have never been their whole life.
I've never
and
been.
then I
Same,
feel
I've
like,
never been.
Really, you've
None of us.
Never been
None
to
of
Disney
us.
World.
Yeah.
None
Never
of
been
us.
to Disney World.
But we
yeah.
all grew up going to Disneyland.
For sure.
Yeah.
The OG, you know?
Disneyland is so great as an adult, but
Yeah.
Disney World is like a whole other thing because it's so big.
I feel like you need a
Yeah.
week there. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna go, you have to go
Yeah.
properly. And now as parents, like if and when I go, I want my child to be old enough to like
Yeah.
take it all in.
Yeah.
And like let's do a week because like 2 days, 3 days, there's so much to do.
Yeah, and there's even more since I mean, I haven't been to Florida in so many years, but it's expanded so much. Like they have so many different worlds now that I'm just like, I don't know if I can handle it.
Yeah. Do you want to take your daughter and when?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to, but I would have to get her on a plane. And that does not sound like something I want to do anytime soon.
Right.
Do you travel with your daughter at all?
We
you
have
done
not
it?
on a plane. She used to get, I mean,
Oh.
she still kind of does get crazy motion sickness. So for the longest time, from like 6 months until like 2.5, like if we drove further than 15 minutes, she was going to throw up.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so
Wait,
that
how do
kind
you?
of,
So what do you do?
you have bags, like
Oh,
throw up bags.
Yeah.
She had the bracelets.
Oh, the
she had the baby
bracelets.
Dramamine.
Oh.
Wow. Wait,
rough.
my daughter went through this too, and I thought so. Our daughters, we've realized, are literally like
Twins.
like twins. They're twins. They're like 5 days apart or something. I love it. So they're both almost 4.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Wild.
And she went through that phase too because we would drive up north, which we do like twice a year. And when we were like, it would be like 4 hours in though. She would get
Oh,
sick.
wow.
And so I realized I couldn't give her any snacks, which obviously when she was smaller was hard to not give her milk. We would have to like stop for like a full hour before we could like get back in. And I feel like facing forward has like helped. She hasn't been sick since facing forward. But I used to think like, is it because she's looking in that mirror and it's like kind of moving? And then if she eats too close, but thankfully she's kind of grown out of it, I think. But that's crazy. So the baby Dramamine would help? Like, would it
Yeah.
put her to sleep?
It wouldn't put her to sleep, but
Okay.
it calmed her
Soothe her
stomach
down.
quite a lot. Like
okay.
it was really helpful, like going to Disneyland or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like
Even just that drive to Anaheim.
oh my God. It
Yeah.
was like, we're going to the happiest place. It's like, oh my
Like
God.
I'm happy.
So many different outfits.
How
like-
is she with rides?
She loves it. She loves
Okay.
being in the car. But like, oh my God. If she's looking at something, like I can't give her an iPad or something
Yeah,
in the car.
no,
Like
yeah.
she will get sick.
Yep.
Dang.
Yep.
So
Wait, have you
it's-
heard of the new feature or the feature on the iPhone that you can
No.
do? Look, it looks like this.
Where it
We're
helps
just
with
talking about the
with
iPhones and how we hate
I know.
them.
I was about to say, are we like?
I mean, you see my son, but see the dots on
oh
screen.
my God, he's so cute. Yeah.
But they said so those dots on screen move when you're in the car, so you can like look at your
Oh.
phone. Yeah.
and that helps.
Yeah.
Wait, I haven't heard
'Cause
of that.
I get car sick too.
I get cars. Yeah.
Every girlfriend
Yeah,
I
it's a
know
feature.
gets car
I
sick.
don't ever get car sick.
Vehicle
No.
motion
for you.
use.
Even after having a baby?
Yeah.
No.
Because I genuinely feel like your equilibrium gets so different. Like during pregnancy, I literally
I didn't get
during pregnancy-
nauseous during pregnancy. Though.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
Like,
either
I,
with that
yeah, I
also.
didn't have
I
any
didn't
of
I was
that.
throwing
But
up
it
all the
might
time.
be something specific to you because even when you drink, you don't throw up.
Oh yeah.
And like I know,
I'm a
it
thrower
must be
upper.
nice. Nightclubs.
Must be
Nicole
nice.
But I know.
Good for you.
I
Rub
would've
it
been-
in.
Yeah.
So like I honestly, since having my son, I have not drank hard liquor. I drink Prosecco, and I could throw down like a bottle a bottle like now, but like before I could drink like hard liquor, and like she's right. I would not throw up. I'd be
Yeah.
like, cool.
I mean, listen, we were
Sadie.
really in the nightclubs together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I need to
Yeah,
see
for real.
photos.
Yeah, we
Girl.
get all the millennial outfits.
All the millennial
Yes.
business casual.
Show me that glittery eyeshadow.
All of it. The
in
big
lavender. Yes.
Oh god.
And all that
chunky
shit's
heels.
in right now.
I hate
Yeah.
that.
Bro,
I went
hate
to
it so
Urban
much.
Outfitters the other day. I was like, you got it in my closet from
guys-
20 years ago?
What?
Yeah,
the
it's not cute.
No.
It's like PTSD for real.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Hollister is bringing back like the fuzzy. Remember the
my
Yes.
the
God,
jackets with the
yes.
fur?
Yes.
Listen.
They're back at Hollister
Yep,
for
they
like
are.
$60.
Listen, with just the one button.
Yes,
Yes.
it's all coming
Talk
back.
about
It
We're
inspires
that
me
old.
though when I'm
We're
going through
that
my
old.
closet. I'm like, because I think of Poppy in the future, and I'm like, I actually am gonna put this away like in a vacuum seal bag because I know when she's
Yeah.
older. Because I asked my mom, like, did you save anything?
Same.
No, she got rid of everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, with those pieces that I'm like, oh, this was a really fun dress, like my 21st birthday dress, or like
Oh.
different
Still have
things.
that?
I'm
I
vacuum
definitely
sealing
don't.
because I'm like, by then, like that's gonna be BB vintage, okay?
Right.
It's gonna be vintage pieces.
I have my
that-
Letterman because I'm like, this could
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
my son
Oh,
will
that's
want to wear my
cool.
Letterman.
That's
That's
cute.
cute.
That is
My
cute.
mom saved all of her stuff, but she had like a 17-inch waist. So
What?
she
my
was
God.
like, here, I'll give it to your friends. I'm like, fuck you, man.
Not the friend.
Make a scarf
Thanks for
out of
nothing,
it.
mom.
Give them to my skinny friends. Good for you.
Goodness. Okay, but let's talk about your pregnancy. You
Okay,
were
yeah.
you were pregnant during COVID, like Kristine.
Yeah, like,
Yes.
towards the end
It
of
was
it,
towards the
there were
end.
still,
How was that experience? Because
Well, how much time do you have?
Yeah.
So I was a 5-day induction. I had like
Oh,
crazy high blood pressure.
how
And
many weeks were
Wait,
you?
I was
need to know.
37 going into 38,
What
but I
does-
gave birth at 38.
What does
Okay.
5-day induction mean?
They induced me, and it took her 5 days to come out.
Oh,
Wow.
that's insane.
Yeah, because she wasn't ready. I feel like they
Oh,
should have bed
man.
rested me because as soon as
Yeah.
I laid down in that hospital bed, my blood pressure was fine.
Yeah.
But then they started with the balloons and like.
So I
all
was
the
going to ask, like,
things.
what did your induction look like? Because I was also induced, not for 5 days, but
days,
they
man.
put me on Pitocin as soon as I got there.
Yeah.
And I was induced for 2 days, and then I had him. And for me, just being on Pitocin, like being on drugs for 2 days,
Yeah.
it was crazy recovery going home. Like I was so bloated. I was so swollen from all of the medicine, from all of the
Yeah.
everything that they were giving me. But for you, was it like start with the balloon and then go to Pitocin and then
Yeah, it was. They started Pitocin right away. It just didn't do anything. They told me that there was a hospital limit and a legal limit, and they gave me the legal limit because it was not working. And then they did the balloons without any kind of pain medication.
Oh my
and
god!
then
By
it took-
choice?
No.
Okay.
I was like, give it all.
give me
Give me
everything.
it all.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
No, it was awful. I think I was only like 2 centimeters dilated for a really long time, and then they kept checking. And you know how invasive those checks are.
Yes.
And I didn't have the wherewithal to be like, oh no, I don't want any more
Right.
checks.
Yeah.
Because you literally feel like you're being like
Yeah.
Yep.
Violated.
violated.
Yep.
It's
Because
awful.
it's COVID, are
Yep.
you alone in the room?
I had my husband.
Okay.
They didn't allow my mom in. And if he left, he had to get, retested and all the things. And they wanted me to give birth with the mask on.
no.
Yeah.
But because I had been there for so many days, the nurses were like, just take the fucking
Just
thing.
take it
Oh,
off.
good.
Yeah.
That's how they were with me too. And I was like, I get claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And I cannot. I was like, my husband kept the mask on the whole time until the very end. I was watching the video the other day and he like pulls it down at the very end when she's like on my chest.
Yeah.
But the whole time I was like, I cannot, like, the thing is like in your face just going in your nose. It was so
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, they didn't allow. Did you guys was the waiting room closed for you too? And like nobody else allowed?
I had friends that were downstairs in the cafeteria that would come every
okay.
day because my mom would also come. And then all my friends would stay with my mom because I'm an only child.
that's so
And my mom was like freaking out that she couldn't like be there or know what was going
course,
on. And she
yeah.
knew how much pain I was in.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, back to the unmedicated.
Yeah.
Why weren't they able to give
They
you
just
pain?
didn't even offer it to me in the first balloon, and then that was for 12 hours, and then they did a thing called, I think, I forgot what it was called. It's like they're like, oh, don't worry, it's a third of a tampon, and like they put that in, yeah, and that's supposed to help dilate you too. But it's a third of a tampon beyond your cervix, so like that's
Yeah, different.
Yeah, and then that one they gave me. like the half dose of fentanyl or whatever it is they give you. And I remember one of the nurses being like, I mean, if you can get medical grade fentanyl, you should. And I was like, girl, who do you think I am?
What?
Yeah. I was
So
like,
no
okay.
epidural the whole.
I did get an epidural on day 4.
That's crazy.
So then
Once you were
didn't
dilated
eat,
a certain amount?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I didn't, you know, get to eat
couldn't
for
eat,
over
right.
a day and all of those things because I still wasn't, she wasn't coming out. I was begging for a C-section.
I was gonna say I'm
Oh,
surprised
yeah.
that they didn't encourage a C-section.
Yeah.
The reason they did it, and they were like, obviously you can have it, you know, it's what you want, but they were just like, you're doing fine, the baby's doing fine. We don't see putting you through an unnecessary surgery. But I remember the nurse being like, you've been dealt a difficult hand. And I was like, yeah, no shit.
I think I'm just a little confused, maybe because it was COVID times, but to keep you in the hospital for 5 days, because normally they're like, you're not ready, go home.
But she had blood pressure.
Blood pressure, yeah.
So
that's
I
why
had the
thought
cuff
you.
on
Yeah.
the whole time, and it was going off every 20 minutes. And by the time I went home, I was just completely black and blue.
Wow.
Because it was on me for so long.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it was awful. And then the epidural is a godsend, but you still feel that pressure. And I
Yeah.
think people don't understand that. Like, I felt her come down. So
Yeah.
as soon as I got the epidural, I was like, all right, we're ready to go. And they're like, no, she's still really high up. So we got to wait for her to come down. And they had to break my water, which was almost
your
nothing.
water wasn't even broken.
No, they
at
had to
this point?
physically break it. Yeah.
How many weeks were you? Or how
38.
Yeah. Like you say with the epidural, I was thinking because my water didn't break naturally. And I mean, it broke naturally after being on Pitocin for a little bit. But like you're saying, I felt my water break because I thought I peed myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, oh no. And then she comes in, she's like, it's okay. I'm like, I think I can't feel. And I just like peed myself. And she's like, oh, you could feel that? She's like, it was your water breaking, but we actually thought you were like fully numb. I'm like, no, I felt everything. And I felt her come out because at that time I think they had stopped administering the epidural because they wanted me to like push, right?
Yeah.
Because they tell you like, we don't want you to be completely numb.
Yeah.
But I was like, ooh, girl, when she came, I was like fully like, we need some, once you start stitching, did you get stitches?
I
did
did
you
get
tear?
stitches, yeah.
Did they give you another dose of pain meds?
No. I was still, I mean,
You
the
were still
epidural
numb?
was still,
Okay.
But the thing is like, I was numb-ish, but I was able to,
Move around.
Yeah.
I was only pushing for 6 minutes.
Oh
And she
my
came out.
God.
She came right
a
out.
dream.
They
I mean,
told
that's
me
good.
They
at
were
least.
like, this might take hours because like it's your first baby, and I was
Yeah.
like, hell no, it's not.
Yeah.
And I just started, and she was like, let's do a practice push, and I did one, and she goes, and the baby's coming out. Okay, hold on.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That
Yeah,
is
I was
so
like,
great.
because I literally waited until I could not handle it anymore, and I was like,
Yeah.
you got to tell me that she's like
There.
enough down that we can
Yeah.
start this process.
Wow.
So then after she comes out and what was did they move you guys into a room? Like during
They
the COVID
did.
times, I know every
They
hospital was
did,
different.
but I also had like an entire dance party as soon as she came
Oh
out
my
because
God.
these nurses and midwives had been with me for a week.
wow.
And they were like,
yeah.
there was one midwife who I am obsessed with, and she was the only one who had no idea who I was.
Uh-huh.
All the other nurses who knew who I was, and she was like, "Why do people keep talking about you in the hospital?"
Oh my
It
God.
was so funny. But she was like, her shift was over. It was a 12-hour shift, and she was like, "I'm not leaving until your baby's
I
out."
love that.
Yeah.
So she was really sweet, and she made sure that was the case. And yeah, I tore 2 centimeters, I think,
Yeah.
which was so fun.
Do you remember what like stitching that is? Because it goes by like stage.
Yeah, it was 2.
Okay.
That's what I say. It's not
Yeah,
2
yeah, yeah.
centimeters.
That's
It
not
was
bad.
2 degrees or whatever.
Wait,
what
so
did I say?
how
degrees,
was
yeah.
it people knowing in the hospital who you were? Because I feel like giving birth is such like your legs are just open, the vagina.
It's a personal
you know, it's a very
experience.
personal
Yeah.
experience. Like all the nurses and everybody knowing who you were, like
They're like
what
elbow
mentally-
deep, and they're like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, I loved you in Liv and Maddie." You're like,
They're like
"Okay."
that episode girl killed.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like
exactly what
"Bye."
happened. It's exactly what happened. It's very.
How
strange.
did you feel? Like, was it weird? Like,
It's weird. A part of me was like, they do this every day. Like, they're not really concerned about that. And that part of me also was just like thankful because
Yeah.
I felt like maybe they care even a
A
little,
little
bit more.
more.
yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
And I will take any of that.
Yeah.
My mom wasn't there. And I just remember when I was giving birth, my husband was like, "Should I call your mom?" I was like, "No, not until she's out."
Yeah.
So I got to FaceTime her with the baby already.
Aw.
But yeah.
And she's Selena. Do you say Selena or Selena?
Selena when she's in trouble.
Oh yeah. Selena, get over here.
And she's in trouble.
I love
and
that.
those 3-year-olds, oh my God, they be in trouble.
Girl,
Okay.
teenagers.
Yeah.
I can't relate. Her and I both have boys.
Oh.
She's
Yeah.
like, God, you've seen
Get
nothing.
ready, get ready.
Yeah. But I mean, the boys are definitely rambunctious. Like
Oh,
I have
big
a
energy.
niece and a nephew,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and like seeing my son with my nephew, and then my niece will just be sitting there like, crazy boys. Like, I'm like, that's a vibe, and kind of makes me want to have a girl.
Yeah.
I love being a girl mom.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
Same.
You know what's funny?
It's the best.
My sister-in-law was my son's name is Saint. So when he was like learning to drink with cups and stuff, she's like, "Don't be afraid to give him a glass cup so he can learn." And I was like, "Girl, I have
crazy.
a boy. My son throws everything. She has a girl. She's dainty. She's poised. She's like, she would never throw. And my son is like, shoo, like shoots
Right
everything. And I'm
across.
like, I still can't give him a glass
No,
cup. He's 2
those
and a half.
intrusive
Ain't no
thoughts will
way.
win.
Yeah.
No, but he
Intrusive
literally
thoughts.
can't. But like before I had a son, I was like, I am not subscribing to the girl and boy. If my boy likes pink and purple and whatever, but then now it's like but he is a boy.
Yeah,
he has like the jump of like testosterone. He does boy stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, yeah, he's a boy.
He's a boy.
You follow his lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what
Yeah.
it is. I have one of my daughter's friends is a boy, and he is just such a diva.
I love that.
Sashays more than anyone I've ever met, and I'm just like, when you want to get him in theater, let me know. I'll know where to take him. But it's like, you just have to follow your kid's lead.
Yeah.
Totally.
Do you see Selena showing signs of wanting to be in front of the camera?
Girl,
Artistic sides.
I had to stop. She was I let her watch like a YouTube video of like kids opening presents and stuff.
Oh my God.
She's like, I could do that.
She makes videos all the time. They're just on my iPad, but she'll be like, "Hi, on today's video."
Wow.
Like, she's such a performer.
That is
it's
so
scary.
That is your child.
She is my child, and she's so good. And her her comedic timing is ridiculous.
She's natural.
She's so natural.
So
I'm just
you weren't a
hoping she doesn't
kid
wanna do
actor.
it.
Would you be interested in putting her like? No.
No.
It's too much.
It's too much. I also started on a kid show, so like I've seen it, and I had the best experience, and they had the best parents, and that's just not usually what happens.
Yeah.
And I just do not want her to have that kind of scrutiny and that kind of living under a magnifying glass at such a young age.
Yeah.
She wants to do theater. If she wants to like learn about the craft, that's amazing. I will absolutely support that. But putting her in front of a camera right away, no. I don't even put her face on Instagram.
Yeah.
Same.
Like, it's no.
Wow.
What? Okay, we talked about pregnancy and birth. How was your postpartum? And is there anything that you want to share that you feel like people don't talk about enough that you went through that would be helpful for other moms to like listen to?
Sure. I mean, postpartum was such a bitch. I still feel like I'm going through it. I think they say it could take up to 7 years. I think I have undiagnosed OCD because like I get these intrusive thoughts that I cannot think anything about anything else.
Have you noticed that those get better or worse in like certain seasons of your motherhood? Because like I'll go through phases where like don't have any, and then I'll go through phases where they're like heavy intrusive thoughts, and I'm like, this is not normal. It's low-key scary.
Yeah, I go from one to another where it's almost like, is this like my gut? Is this my gut talking to me, or is this anxiety talking to me?
Yep.
You know, and I saw a TikTok that was like, your gut is a statement and your anxiety are questions. And it's like, so when you like start like, oh my God, is it this? Because like as soon as my daughter was born, I was like, is that an infantile spasm? Is that like, I dissected everything. I have so many videos of like, I'm showing the pediatrician. I'm like, is this normal? Is this okay?
Yep.
And she's like, that's a baby.
Yeah.
You may need to see somebody. Your child is fine.
Yeah.
And that's when I started getting into therapy because I was like, I can't live like this.
Yeah.
Was it around her health mostly? Is that what you? Okay.
It's health related 100%,
Yeah.
whether it's hers or mine or my mother's or my husband's. Like I'm constantly diagnosing or like, you know, terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some,
me too, actually.
It's crazy.
Yeah, my husband had to reel me in like when the baby was like first few weeks home. I'd be like, oh my God, his breathing is like, it's rapid. And he's like, no, it's not. And like, also you have to trust yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't. Like, I don't trust myself. I don't know what's going on. This is the first time I'm like, how are you so calm on everything? And it's like, he's like, you just have to trust yourself as a parent, like that he's safe. I'm like, that's why I'm so paranoid, because I want to like be the best parent, make sure he's okay, make sure he's safe. And yeah, I feel like those intrusive thoughts now, like 2 years in, I'm like, they haven't gone away.
No.
Yeah.
It's just new fears that arise.
Now he's playing at the park. Then I saw this thing that like trees falling at parks is the number.
Oh my God.
Don't start a new fear for me, okay?
Stop it.
I swear, trees falling at parks is the number one way that young kids get hurt /
Oh my God. Stop.
Yes.
Because what? Like they jump off?
No, because the trees
No,
fall.
Yeah,
Why
because
would they
the roots.
fall?
Have you seen? Like,
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes
It's a real thing.
It's happening a lot
It's happened a
recently
lot
in the
recently.
valley, too.
It does. It
Because
has
of the
happened a
storms
lot
and stuff?
locally. Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's a real thing. And now this, we go to the park like almost every day. Like again, he's a rambunctious boy. I'm like, run it out.
Yeah.
Now I only go to the baseball fields because there's no freaking
Yeah,
trees.
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm like,
God,
run around the
stop.
baseball, the soccer field, whatever. Because every time he's under a tree, he'll be like running in front of me. I'm like, I'm not right there. If I see this falling, it's gonna fall and there's kids don't make it through a tree falling on them. Like that's what I'm
See,
saying. Like
that's
intrusive
so
thoughts
smart
are
with
literally
that.
everywhere. Going to the park.
No, I didn't want to take a shower for like the first 2 weeks. I kept picturing as soon as I got in the shower, my husband was like running to me with a bloody baby. Like something happened.
man.
Yeah. Like it would just
Would you
not-
hear the crying in the shower?
Yeah.
I would hear the
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would ask my husband, was he crying? He's like, no. He's
I
literally
still
been
hear
asleep.
her sometimes at night be like, "Mommy,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, it just like immediately I'm up, like, what is happening? And she's
Fine.
asleep.
Yeah.
She's fine. I feel like mine are a lot about safety stuff versus health things. Like I was thinking, oh, it's gonna rain. If it's gonna rain, I really have to go somewhere. But like maybe I should not take her because if she's in the like, it's fine if something happens to me, but like. If I'm driving with her in the rain and, people in LA can't drive when it's raining,
Yep.
like how do I prevent driving? And then I'm like, it just rains sometimes. It rains and like this is life.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm going to have to drive with her in the rain, which I am already like having a panic attack about. And it hasn't even happened.
I don't want to.
I'm like, I don't want to. It just, oh my God. I'm like, the intrusive thoughts, I feel like you're saying, change shape. Like I remember leaving the hospital and thinking the minute we got in the car, like,
Someone's
there's
gonna
other cars
T-bone you.
around.
Yeah,
There's other
yeah,
cars
yeah.
around. What if somebody does something? Like, it's so.
That's funny because I was telling my husband after having a baby and being in the car with the baby, I'm like, now I get why people have those fucking baby on board
on board
signs.
signs. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you want some, like, it makes you feel better. Like, maybe if they know a baby's in here,
Yes.
people will drive safer around me. Like, people don't care, though.
Yes.
I never cared, and now I'm like, I get why
I
people have
get
those
it.
signs.
Please, there's a baby in here.
Yeah.
What?
you find-
Yeah, go ahead.
Question. Okay, you
Yeah.
said you feel like you have undiagnosed OCD.
Yeah.
Do you feel like because of that, you put in place systems to help you not go crazy?
Oh yeah.
Okay, second part to that question. Do you feel, how do you, I don't know, maybe release control when you feel like someone's not following a system that you put in place?
Ooh, like a part of my village is not doing that. That's interesting. Well, most of the time it'd be my mom.
Same.
And it's just communication, reminding her that maybe just because she did it doesn't mean that it's the right way to do it. And telling that to a Cuban woman is not
Good
easy.
luck. Yeah.
But I remind her that I'm the mom.
Yeah.
And, and she needs that and she respects it. She really does. But as far as like what I put in place, something that my therapist told me, it was like, as long as you've done everything in your control, you can't like prophesize basically. So it's like if I'm worried about a symptom she's having or one of my family members are having, if they have an appointment, if they've done that's all I can do. Like I can't
Stress about it.
Yeah,
Let
but
it
I
consume
will.
me. Yeah.
But I will.
Yeah. But I shouldn't, but I will.
You just forget how powerful your mind is.
Yeah.
And like you can literally make anything come true or anything worse or anything better.
Yeah.
So it's trying to
But
remind
it's easier to
yourself-
make it worse.
Yeah. Because for me it's like if I can like foresee that last foot dropping, then I'll be prepared for it.
Right.
Or it won't hurt me as much because I've already decided that
Yeah, you prepare yourself for
But
it.
it's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it started when my mom had breast cancer and it came out of nowhere. Like she didn't tell me she had a lump. She went on vacation to Europe and came back and was like, oh yeah, I have this. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I was like, what?
How old were you when this happened?
Oh God, 25.
Okay.
And then we went to the doctor and literally they're like, yeah, you have cancer.
Yikes.
And I had no time to like process it or like prepare for it. And I was like, I can't be shocked by this again. And then like 10 years later, she was like, I'm going to have a heart attack. And I'm like, great. Awesome.
What do
She's
you
great
mean?
now. But it's like, it just.
How did she know she was going to have a heart attack?
No, she was just having it in front of me.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah. So I
So
feel
the element
like,
of surprise.
Yeah.
yes, is terrifying to me.
Wow.
And you're an only child with a
Yeah.
single mom,
Yep.
right? So I can imagine like I don't have but I feel like me and my mom, because of that dynamic, I feel like it's even because I feel like she only has me sometimes and vice versa. And so I can imagine that pressure with anything health related is like, oh my God, this is, it's us at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah. And it was 8 weeks before my wedding. So I was like,
oh, jeez.
yeah. So I was like writing my vows at her deathbed, basically. And like, you know, having my mother-in-law be like, you know, I will walk you down the aisle. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh my God.
But mom is great now.
She's great. She's great. Thank God. Yeah.
My mom also had breast cancer. Beat it. But also back to like the intrusive thoughts, like health wise.
Yeah.
Now I'm paranoid of getting breast cancer. Like I've gotten mammograms 3 times. I'm not 40 yet. They tell you don't have to
good
get,
for you.
Yeah,
Good
but
for you.
I'm like, I don't care. I want to know. But also I have a son so far, right? I don't have a daughter. So what does that mean also for you having a daughter? Like, have you gotten checked? What does that mean for her?
Well, my mom doesn't have the gene. So
good.
thank
So
God
she got
for that.
tested for that. Yeah.
And when speaking to my physicians, like it's something that happened to her post menopause. So that usually means like you're not going to get it younger. Not that you can't, but the chances are lower.
Yeah.
I haven't been recommended to get a mammogram, but I do get like physically checked every year.
Yeah.
I will I mean, like a few years ago during the pandemic before I got pregnant, I was like, what is this pain?
Yeah.
Oh my
Literally.
God, I have breast cancer.
Everything. And it was heightened with postpartum because I had trouble breastfeeding. And then I got mastitis 4 times. So I'm like, oh my God, this is going to mean, like after the first time, I'm like, why is this happening? After the second time, after the third time, after the fourth time, I'm like, what does this mean for like my breast health in general, like in the future, after knowing my mom had breast cancer? And like I also have implants. What does that mean? Like all of the things. So now every year, like my doctor knows I'm a kook. She's like, just get a mammogram.
Yeah, no, like, and that's great of your doctor to like not downplay your feelings. And
yeah, that's, oh my goodness.
So you also talked about your mom, right? Not following like a rule or a system, right? So what things are you putting in place to also heal the generational trauma, the generational bullshit?
Yeah, for real. I will say my mom stopped a lot from her mom. My grandmother was like very type A, very like, I mean, she went to the grocery store with full makeup and like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Like she was probably the most stunning woman I've ever seen.
I could never.
Like, you know what I mean? But that was like, this is how you live your life.
Right.
So my mom was never like that with me. But there were small things. I guess I don't want to say that they're small, but like I always needed to lose weight. And she didn't set me up for success in that way, to know about my health, because they didn't. I mean, my mom came from a communist country. Like when I was born, she wanted to give me everything because she had it.
Right.
You know, she didn't know what an apple was when, you know, she came to this country. So it was like things like that where she was like, I want to give you the world, but I'm going to cook everything in bacon flavored Crisco. And like, you know what I mean? Like I did it. My mom was like juice and soda and like all the things. So, and then when I reached a certain age where she's like, oh, you need to lose weight, those conversations were much more difficult for me to hear. So there is no body talk in my house. You don't talk ill about your own body. You definitely don't talk about my child's body. We don't talk about foods and this is a bad food, this is a good food, this is a junk food. This, you know what I mean? Her hair is curly. My hair is very curly. And I kind of was more praised when my hair was straight. Like my mom would be like, oh, you look so beautiful. The straight hair is like so beautiful. And I'm like, but I don't have straight hair. Like, so I always thought to straighten my hair to look pretty. I mean, so this day. And my daughter has the most gorgeous curly hair that I am obsessed with. So I just praise her for that. Things like that, you know. My daughter is very light skinned and I don't want her to feel less Latino because of that. So it's certain things like that where I'm just like, the conversations just need to be shifted in a way where she's never going to question herself or question how I feel about her.
Wow.
You know?
I think we are. Do we have the same mom?
We might. Yeah. We definitely have the same dad, I think.
For sure. Wow. You know, I was thinking too something recently. So again, I have a boy. I was thinking people say when you have a baby, they trigger you. That wasn't the case for me. I haven't been triggered by my son. I was triggered in my relationships, in my village that I felt didn't show up for me. But then I was thinking, damn, if I had a girl, how would that trigger me? Then I thought, well, how do I take care of myself as a woman? How would I be showing up for my son? How would I show my daughter to be a woman? How am I taking care of myself? Not just in like a beauty way. I'm saying like take care of myself. So then I've been shifting my mentality, my point of view of treating me how I would treat my daughter. And I feel like that right now of like, okay, you have to feed yourself. Like literally at night, I'm like, I'm not hungry. I'll feed the whole house. I'll cook 3 different meals, but for myself, I won't. And I'll be like, okay, wait, if you were your daughter, how would you treat yourself? And then I'll go the extra step and then make something for myself, you know? But I feel like that is healing me even before I have a daughter. I feel like we should run the tape whenever I have another kid. I feel like it's gonna be a girl. It's gonna be a girl.
Your whole time saying this, I'm like,
gonna be a
Nicole is
compilation.
manifesting this daughter.
Yeah.
I already know. I knew my son was gonna be a boy before. I knew it was gonna be a boy. I just have a feeling the next one's gonna be a girl. But I feel like I'm preemptively. Like, I feel like I've done so much work and I'm proud of it. I'm like low key, like big ego about it because I've done like so much work so we don't pass the shit down to my son. But then I'm like, damn, but if I had a girl, like I feel like and because we have the same mom and because so it's like that I still find myself being critical of myself. I still find myself being critical of others in the way where I'm like, this isn't my voice, this is my critique, you know? So that's what I'm doing for me. So to hear what you have done for your daughter feels almost validating for me, even though I'm not a girl mom yet, you know? So it's nice to hear those things. And I know you're a girl mom too. You know, Kristine, what can you speak on to that?
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
I think it's so interesting that you have to say that it's your daughter when I think in so many ways you're talking to like little you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you need to nurture that little you. More so than just like, okay, I'm going to do this for my daughter. It's like you got to do that for little you that didn't feel like she got that. You know?
Sorry. No, wait. I want to say beautiful. Wait, I want to sit on that. Like a little bit more too. I feel like, you know, even for everybody listening at home too, the work of a mom is just so complex because of, like, oh my gosh, all of the things like healing, not even just healing, being aware of what's going on inside of you first, like emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, like all the things, you know, and then taking care of others. And I think that right there is like a piece of my season right now of being aware of that, of like that little girl. And I think maybe that's what I was thinking about, you know, of, I feel like I'm like God's low key, like, hey, like let's just do some work here with the girl, the feminine, you know, which relates to you know, to my inner child that didn't get that because again we have the same mom. So to hear like to be called like the way she would call me into the room is gorda. Like,
I know. So gordita,
to be called that into the room.
Sorry, I had a cough.
It's okay.
I had to do it too. Don't worry.
So to be called into that room, but not even lovingly, you know. So that is, you know, things I'm
I was thinking about when you were talking about the curly hair thing, and
I want to touch on the hair.
I feel like being a girl mom is a lot of inner child healing, and it's a lot like, especially when they look just like you, it's like there's so many similarities that I look at her and you're finding like, because you think those things are so beautiful on her, right? It's like all of these things, and then I think, oh, that she got that from me. Like that's a characteristic she got from me. And I look at her and think that it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Yep. And when I look at myself, I don't think that, and I need to like do the work. So I feel like probably since she's like reached toddlerhood and start looking more like a little girl, I see myself more than when she was a baby, you know? It's like, wow, you know? And I think I've tried to make a point of like touching on those things with her that I feel like, you know, there were certain things that I was complimented on that I want to make sure that I'm not like because we're the same, you know? It's like I want to make sure I'm not over complimenting her on certain things that I feel, you know, like there's a difference between like giving them confidence and then over praising them for something that in the end doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
you know?
And they had no choice.
So beautiful.
Yes. And I think like I feel like I kind of had both of those. Like when I was thinner, it was always like, oh, you're so beautiful. Like when I was really little, I remember like, oh, you're like a little Mariah Carey, like things like that I was like, oh
That's
my God.
cute.
Oh my God, you know?
Wait, I see
Or
it.
like
I see it too.
you look like Darla from the Little Rascals, which was my favorite one.
Yeah.
But then it was like, when I gained more weight and like hit puberty and stuff, then it was like, oh, you're like getting a little chubby, and now you're, and all those things, and even like with the hair, certain things, just I feel like I want to give her the confidence without, like giving her any sort of complexes. And I think seeing myself in her has been like the biggest part of that, because I know what I was told, and I can kind of go back and replay those things of like, all right, how did that feel? How did that affect me? And like, how do we do our best to, obviously we're going to make mistakes and we're not going to be perfect, and we overthink everything, which I feel like can sometimes be like crippling. Like, I'm like, oh my God, and especially now, almost 4, I feel like they understand so much and are like, kind of, they're doing a lot of the too much. Exactly. They're doing so much like inner thinking that sometimes like I feel like I can tell when she's been sitting there thinking about something for like 15 minutes, and then it comes out of her mouth and I'm like, oh, okay.
She was
like,
planning.
Yes, like she's been mulling this over in her head, and now she's asking me a question, which one of them was, I think I told you guys, but one of them was bringing up the fact that I don't have a dad.
Oh, wow.
And I did not think that would start this early.
Yeah.
And I was so like, uh-oh, we're going
That's a
here
big
right
question.
now,
Yeah, it's very
And she
observant.
said it in a way that was like, I knew she was thinking about it because my husband has both his parents, and they started picking her up more. They're now retired, and so they're helping. And so she's now like, okay, just like my house at home, when I go to grandma and grandpa's, there's a mom and a dad.
Yeah.
And she's put 2 and 2 together that those are daddy's parents.
Yeah.
And so I'm like taking her to go potty, and she's like, Mommy, does your family have a mommy and a daddy? And I'm like, no. Like, and then I'm like, all
That's
right.
a great conversation to have, though.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, I've had to tell my daughter, like, not had to, but I was like, there are families with one mommy. There's a family with 2 daddies. There's a family with 2 mommies, or they live with their grandparents, or they just live with an aunt, or like, families look different.
Has
and
she
that's great.
asked you, or did you preemptively like tell her? Okay.
Yeah. I try to do that with a few things, like whether it's like what families look like, or people have different abilities.
Yep.
Like, I just don't want her to be in a situation where she's just like, Mommy, what's that? And it's like, I want her to know what a wheelchair is, or what people's certain abilities are before she, feels like she has to ask all those questions.
Yeah. Yeah. And
My big thing is race. That's a huge thing right now, because she'll be like, Mommy, she's brown like you. I'm like, thank you. Yes. But we don't need to, like, we don't need to announce it to everybody. You know what I mean? And we have a thing where I'm like, yes, and all skin is, and she's like, beautiful. Like it's been a thing, because the first thing we do is teach kids colors. Yeah. And then we're like, okay, but don't point them out to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Wow, that's a great point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you speaking about differently abled bodies, like my sister was handicapped and mentally disabled growing up, and so being from when she was small, I remember, and me being small, like 7 years old, when kids that were my age would come up and comment on her. Yeah. And so I feel like the books help a lot with that. Like I've shown her things. I also have shown her photos of my sister, and like just that she like wasn't a baby, even though she looks like a baby. She really was 13, and like different little things like that. Because I do, as a kid, like that was the worst. Like I remember kids coming up, and my mom would always over-explain to me like, they're just kids, and I would say, yeah, but I'm just a kid.
Yeah.
And I understand
She's just
it.
a kid. Yeah.
We're the same age. Like, why are they saying all these crazy things? So that's a very good insight, because I feel like families who are usually outside of those experiences don't always think about how that affects those people who are
or
then
what's
going
to
home.
happen when their child experiences that.
Yep.
What age did you start doing that?
Like around 2.
Yeah.
So I got to start that.
My daughter was talking really early, like
Same.
full sentences really, really early. Yeah. So I had to like, okay. But I also have to remind myself that she's 3.5,
Yeah.
Sometimes I talk to her like she's 6.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much now.
Yeah.
Okay, can we just stop and just talk about how dope this recording studio is? I feel like everyone hits me about like where it's at, how cool it is, what's the situation. It's called Project Studios in Monterey Park.
Everything is here. And the staff does everything for you as well. The editing, the producing, the lighting.
The cameras.
Everything. We need that good lighting. Yeah. We got it here.
And you could create such dope content here. Like downstairs is a full production area that literally is like for music videos, big scale production. And next door, they even have a place where like you can do flat lays if you sell clothing, jewelry, whatever you sell. It's like professional level studio next door that you can use.
And it's only 9 minutes from downtown LA. And there's parking here in LA. It's so annoying to find parking. And I know that was a big thing when we were looking for podcast space, was where in LA that we can all park and feel safe and feel comfortable. Yes. And that is here. Make sure to follow them on Instagram so you can see more of all the fun stuff they do at Project LA. And you can schedule a creative consultation at projectstudios.com.
Tell them we sent you.
I saw on your Instagram you put like it was a fired video about it was the audio of like she's that bitch, she's and it was like your daughter going to daycare. So in what ways did you prepare her, because she's with a bunch of kids? So in what other ways did you also prepare? I mean, talking about race and then and different type of body types, what else were you doing to prep her?
Just how to be kind. I think we started daily affirmations really early.
I want to start that.
Whenever she takes a bath, I stand her on top of the counter to look at the mirror, and she goes, "I am strong. I am brave. I am beautiful. I'm important. I'm invincible. I'm enough. I'm Selena Gray." Like, you know. What I mean?
Wait, so ending with the name?
Yeah.
Wait, last name's Gray?
Middle name.
Oh my God, stop.
Gray too.
Really?
G-R-A-Y.
Mine's EY. Mine's EY.
Oh my God.
We are related.
Saint Gray and Selena Gray.
Oh my God.
What's the last name?
Porter.
Oh, I was going to say, if it was a C, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's dope. That's
Amazing. Stars are aligning.
I love that.
It's so cute.
Wait, I wanted to talk about work as a mom, because you are about 4 years in.
Yep.
When did you feel ready, or did you ever feel ready, or when did you say like, okay, I'm gonna get back out there and do it?
Yeah, this is a big conversation with us.
Yeah.
And it's an ongoing conversation, I think, because I only have one child, but we talk about two.
Yeah.
And now that I'm starting to like get work more, and like we've talked about this, I'm like, I can't imagine starting all over again.
Yeah.
And so like career wise, where does that put me?
Yeah.
I mean, it was tough. I sold a show when I was pregnant. And
there you
knew.
go.
Yes. But nobody
Wow.
knew. Nobody knew.
That's
I was pregnant.
amazing.
So I waited until all the ink was dry, and then I was like, oh, by the way,
I'm
because
pregnant.
everything was Zoom at that point.
Right.
And then I gave birth, and then, I did 100 pages of a show 5 months pregnant in 4 days.
Whoa.
And I was like, I don't know.
Get it, girl.
Damn.
It was a lot. It was green screen, so it was like a little bit easier, but it was a lot.
Did you feel pressure on yourself because you're pregnant? Like, I got to do this and like knock it out.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we're in a very interesting time in our industry where like you can't really say no to work or be that picky about work because there's just not that much out there, especially for a Latina, especially for like a plus size Latina. Like it's not, they're not banging down my door for me to work. So it's kind of like I either have to make my own opportunities or I have to show up when they call. So for me, it's just deciding, you know, what parts are important, what's going to push my career along, what's worth it. But I also want to show my kid that like your dreams come true regardless of like, you know, what point in your life you are. And especially having a girl, I want her to see that. But it's tricky. I think I did a short film 4 months after giving birth.
Wow.
And then after that, it was a lot of writing and development. So there was more things that I could be at home for. But I still feel like when I'm in the next room and I can hear her calling for me and she's with her abuela, like it's not an easy thing.
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
It's so, because she's like, I know I'm in there, or like I'm in a Zoom and I'm like, and like trying for them not to hear her be like, mommy, why are you walking away from me? Mommy, come here. Like it's a lot.
Yeah. I have run outside into the cul-de-sac before.
Oh my God.
Barefoot, AirPods on, like, yes, sorry, so sorry.
I've been like, it's okay. And she's like, mommy, don't push me.
Yeah,
they can hear everything.
Yes, and she's like I battered her. Like,
yeah.
Like it's so much. But it, you know, it's a difficult question because it's a really hard time for our industry right now. So I've been making more of my own opportunities than actually.
And I love that for you.
You have to. You have to be a multi-hyphenate right now. So it's like if I'm not acting, I'm writing, I'm producing, like I'm
doing all the things.
Yeah.
So you said 4 months.
Yeah.
When you started working again, it was when you were acting, you were in front of the camera.
Yes.
Okay, so then how do you navigate that with having your daughter? Do you bring her to set? Are you pumping? Are you not? Is this just formula? Like, what are you doing?
Well, I never produced enough to like. I had to supplement.
Same.
Thank God for Bobby. Bobby was a fantastic formula.
Shout out to Bobby.
As a Bobby baby. And that was incredible too, just a shout out to them, because like when we had that shortage,
during
kept
COVID,
all their people that they had already had subscriptions, they weren't taking on any new people. So they were able to do, like, I thought that was so cool.
It was a godsend.
And now that they're recalling more formula, oh my God, it's so
I
scary.
know.
But I was really lucky to have that. But I was terrified. Like, I thought, I was like, I'm Latina, my boobs are huge, I'm gonna be having milk for days. And it was like, I'm crying to get an ounce, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you end up dropping it and you're just like on the floor.
Yep.
Crying over
Always.
milk.
Exactly. Literally. It was so hard. So I was still pumping. I mean, I remember shooting How to Get Away with Murder, and Carla Sousa was like pumping while she was in the scene. And I was just like, you are the coolest person I have ever seen. It was like everybody has to go through it differently.
Yeah.
So I was pumping while I was in the chair. I remember Annie Gonzalez tried my
Stop it.
have you ever tried your milk?
Of course.
Yeah.
She was
It's
like,
good.
It's good. It's delicious. I thought it tasted like the milk, like when
At the
Lucky
cereal.
Charms.
Yeah,
like the leftover Lucky Charm milk.
It's
It's delicious.
very sweet.
Yes,
It's so
yes.
good. It's so good.
Did she think it tastes like that too?
She did. Yeah. But no, it was something that I was so lucky to like have social media. I mean, it's such a love and hate relationship with like mom talk or anything like that, because it's like if you are scared about something, those are all the videos you're gonna get.
Yep.
I hate that.
And
I had to block so much shit
Same.
out of my algorithm because I'm like, I
Not
can't see this.
interested. Not
It's not helping
interested.
with the
I got the
intrusive.
infantile spasms. I was like, well,
Oh
does
my
she look like
God.
that? Is that
Yep.
what she's doing? You
Yep.
know?
Wow.
And then there are times where I'm like, oh, that's really great advice.
Yeah.
Or like, I know like to buy this. Like
Yep.
she started reading earlier because I got into like following people that taught toddlers how to read.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait,
You know what
send
I
me
mean?
that.
I will. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
So things like that, it's like just kind of navigating what's good for you, what's going to move you forward, or what's going to set you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, that's so much easier said than done. But
Yeah.
as far as your question that I didn't answer, it was pumping. It was like listening to my body. I have a great village at home. At the time, my husband was at home, so he took on a lot of the brunt of the work. And now it's like switched, where I'm at home more and he's working more.
Yeah.
So it's just that open communication, and then thank God for my mom.
Yeah.
You know.
Is your husband also a creative? Do you guys both?
Yeah,
are you
he's a
guys both?
set dresser, but now
Okay.
he is a drone operator.
Oh wow.
So it's like things he's had to pivot too because of the industry.
Yeah. Has your relationship had to pivot since having a child also?
Yes, but like in such a beautiful way.
Oh,
Like
talk about it.
He really like ran like being a father. Like he is her everything. Like she would be like, "Bye, mommy, daddy." Like
I got daddy.
it's still every morning she comes into my room like lioness with her blanket and she's like, "Where's daddy?" I'm like, "He's at work, babe. Hi, good morning. I love you."
You see, this is why I want a daughter, because I come from it's me and my sister, and like we're girl dads. We're
You are a major
like,
daddy's girl.
I'm a
Yeah.
daddy's girl. We're
Yeah,
both
yeah.
daddy's girl. Like our dad is like king till this day. Till this day. So is our mom, but it's just a different relationship.
Yeah.
So when I remember being pregnant this last time with my son, I was low-key hoping it was a girl for my husband. Because I think that bond is just so special.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want to be a boy mom. Like
Yeah.
I love it for me.
Yeah, I would love that too.
Yeah, but I'm like hoping when we do start trying for number 2 that it is a girl so he can experience. It's just so different, and I just like it's that.
Yeah.
It's like I love you, mommy,
Where's
but
daddy?
where's my daddy?
I feel like I got to fall in love with him in such a different way because like I
see him
never had a
differently.
relationship with my dad. Like so to see my daughter have the relationship that I wish I had, I feel
Beautiful.
heals something in me.
Yes.
Beautiful.
You know?
Yes, that is such a big one that I feel like we haven't really talked about, which is not having a father who was there or a good father, etc. My background is I had one dad. My biological dad was not there. My stepdad was abusive. And so for me, like you're saying, watching your husband like just heal such a part of, and I feel like I try, like sometimes I'm just looking at him, especially when like certain moments happen or like I notice like, wow, I would have really benefited from having that, you know, but it's still at this age, it's still able to like trickle in and heal, which I think I didn't think about as much when I was pregnant and stuff. Like I thought it's so great that I'm giving her this amazing dad because I love him and there's so many good things that he does for me, but I didn't know how much more that would extend to her in such a different way, you know,
and like
to baby.
I don't think
so
a lot of people
healing.
think about that when they get into relationships that they know are going to be long term. It's like you're also marrying the person that will be the father or mother of your child. And I think that's just
on
like
that.
so important. But no, it makes me so happy. And I almost like thank my dad for being shitty because I'm like, because of you, I didn't pick a guy like you.
Exactly.
And I'm able, and I would rather have had a shit dad than to have my kid have one. So I'm like, I'm thankful for how things worked out.
And that's another generational trauma thing that you are not continuing. She's going to know a healthy relationship with her father.
And he is too. Like his dad's great, but his dad is like very stoic. And not the most like affectionate, and in turn he was so scared.
Is he Latino
he was
too?
Be that. No, he's Portuguese and Italian.
Okay.
So he tries to pretend he's not white, but that's where white people come from. But he's so affectionate, and it's like he's really the best. I'm not gonna let him listen to this because he's just gonna have a big head. He really is.
Okay, so 3 non-negotiables as a mother.
Well, first of all, no sleepovers.
What did I say? What did I say? I was like, we need to ask this question to all of our guests. For example, mine is no sleepovers. Like, at all.
And I went to every sleepover when I was a kid. And I'm
different.
So lucky that I would, you know what I mean? But I think about it. I was like, you know, my friend who was sleeping over had like older brothers that had other guys that would come over. And thank God nothing happened. But
but you never
know.
know.
It was 5 seconds. You know what I mean? And it's like that could have been awful. So that one you can be at my house.
I said that too. I'm like, I don't care.
At my house, I will be the fun house. We will do all of. I will take you bowling. We will do all of the things. But no.
What if we could get a house where like each mom and their kid has their own room?
Amazing.
You know? Like I'm like, can we like do that? Because it's like
slumber party
sleepover vibes, but like your parents are.
What
there.
about you? Don't have siblings, but like I've thought, and I've told my husband like no sleepovers other than with my sister. Like my sister.
Yes.
The only one that I'm allowing.
Yeah.
There's that. I'm trying to think what other ones that I have that are like again the no body talk. Definitely no ill body talk. There's things that I have to tell myself. Like I'll tell my mom, I'm like, do I look is this flattering? You know what I mean? It's like the language that you use. I'm trying to think what another non-negotiable is. I think for my biggest thing is like I want my daughter to be whatever she wants to be. She just can't be an asshole. Those are like like my big thing, and just teaching her kindness over everything. So just no being an asshole around her.
I mean, those sound great.
Good.
To me.
Good?
Solid.
Yeah, that's raising a
3
good
solid.
Which ones am I
right
missing? Which ones am I missing?
How do you feel about cussing in front of her?
It happens. It happens. She knows she can't say it.
Because again, my son is the youngest out of the group, and it wasn't until like a few months ago because we've been able to talk and say whatever we want around him. And like a few months ago, we're like, wait a second. He's now repeating everything we're saying. My husband said, damn something. He goes, damn.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And he always pick up the one word and then they just repeat it.
He goes, damn.
Oh my God. Damn. My daughter will be like, we don't say stupid, right, Mom?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
right?
funny.
The other day I'm putting her into the car seat and I drop my coffee and I go, and I'm trying not to say anything because I just know my mouth and I'm trying. And she looks at me, she goes, oh, thuck, Mommy.
Did she make that up?
I literally was like, I cannot breathe. I am dying.
The fact that she knew to change it just that little bit.
Oh, thuck, right, Mommy? I'm like, oh my God. Oh my
Yes.
God. And I just
Suck
start
it.
laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
She starts laughing hysterically. I'm like, oh my God.
That's amazing.
I get back in the car. I'm like, all right.
I love that.
We're just going to let her think it's thuck, okay?
Oh my God.
That's good.
My best friend is a TK teacher, and we were setting up her classroom when my daughter came. And she was drawing, and my friend Shelby goes, what are you drawing? And she goes, a big ass house.
A big ass house.
And she has never said that before in her life. And I was like,
And like you can't react to it.
no, you can't. Because like I don't, because if I do, then she'll like remember it forever.
Yep. She'll know that it's funny, and she'll,
Oh, that's
know.
funny.
But it's
big
so
ass
hard.
house.
I
Big ass house, like nothing.
big ass house.
Oh my God.
I love that. Now
Yeah,
we're using it correctly, too.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh.
The delivery.
I'm
Great
in trouble.
delivery.
Always.
Great delivery.
Always.
And that goes back to her having just great comedic timing. And she doesn't even know she's being funny.
Inherited.
She's so funny. Like we copy each other. And she gets so mad if I copy her. Now she's copying me. And the other day during the supermoon, she was copying everything I said while I was on the phone with Francia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And she was like, blah, 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 just copying me. And then I was like, oh, I love my mom. And she goes, my mom's a poop.
My mom's a poop.
I was like, the one thing she knew to change.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not okay.
Wow.
That's not okay.
But it is, though. It's very
Yeah.
creative.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
I love
Saying
that.
I was just thinking about, okay, so like one last thing that we'll end on, but like the fine line between, okay, when they say something that is like mean, disrespectful, which I'm trying not to use the word disrespectful, but I don't know how else to explain it. But at that age, they're saying a lot of crazy shit, right? Yeah. They're saying a lot of crazy shit. And sometimes it's to your mom, your husband, you, whatever. And I'm trying to like navigate the line between being like, you don't talk like that to mommy and this is why, you know, or being like, that was super disrespectful, which sometimes it's like, I hate you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Like, where is this word coming from? What are you watching? Like,
Did you
I
go
watch
through that
everything
I
you
hate
watch.
you phase? Because
With her?
yeah, with your daughter.
No, not yet.
She doesn't say it all the time anymore.
I'm
We
sure
did have
I
a
will.
But I
moment.
know you did have.
Yeah, we
I will.
did.
Yeah,
when
but
she was
you might have
2.
passed it though, because
When
I know
she was
you.
2, yeah.
Yeah,
it
you went
was-
through that phase, and my nephew went through that phase, kind of like around the same age.
Yeah, Poppy did go through that like in the 2s, and it was to me and my husband only, and it was the like, I hate you, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Like the first couple times she said it, it was very emotional.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, she just is trying to figure out how to relay the most intense emotion that she feels.
Yeah.
And she thinks that this is the only word. So I feel like I try to sit with her and be like, you know, hate is such a hard word. Like, yeah, let's use something else, and trying to explain to her different vocabulary because like you're saying, like having an early talker, her vocabulary is so much more vast than I ever could have imagined.
Right.
And like she will use words that I feel like I haven't even used in sentences to her that she just picks out of obscurity that I'm like, oh, okay, you're understanding way more of this than like I actually am giving you credit for most times. But yeah, I feel thankfully that phase we got over it. But I feel like now it's kind of the like to my grandma, if she's like frustrated, or to my mom, like, no, I don't want you right now. And it's very like, huh. You know, like the
Tootie.
shoulder and like, very tootie. And she'll do that now that she's in gymnastics sometimes with other kids.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, and when I'm behind the glass, I literally will knock. Like, I am that parent. I'm like, look at me. Do not be grabbing or saying crazy things.
It's such a hard thing to navigate too, because it's like so often as parents, we advocate for the other kid.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes,
mean? It's like
that's
if your
so
kid
true.
doesn't want to share, it's like, no, share with him.
Uh-huh.
But if that other kid doesn't want to share with your kid, it's okay if they don't want to share.
Yep.
It's like, why are we doing that?
Yes.
We have to also let kids be kids. And it's like, your daughter's acting that way because you give her a safe space to say what she feels. And like, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I tell my daughter all the time, like, your voice is your superpower. And like, there's so often where like, she's got a friend who's in jiu-jitsu.
Oh, wow.
And she likes using it.
Yeah.
So like, she'll pull my daughter and she's like, and I'm like, baby, you have to say something. If you don't like something, you have to say it.
Yeah.
You know, I want her to feel like she can like, you know, she doesn't have to just go with the flow. Like, tell me, she has no problem saying it to me.
Is she in any kind of like daycare or preschool?
She goes to preschool.
Okay,
yeah.
she does go to
because
preschool.
she's an only child. I try and have her with as many kids as possible, as early as possible.
Yeah.
There was a study, and we'll end soon on this because we keep wanting to go with you. But there was a study that I thought was really interesting. I was telling my husband that our generation of parents, because we know of the things that we want to change from the past generation, and because we don't want to have sleepovers, and we're a little more
Alert.
aware,
Yeah.
worried, because we know of what things that can happen, because we know other people can be cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we want our kids more in the house, right? Like where we could watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the con of that is that kids aren't being able to be kids.
Yeah.
So now there's certain cities and areas that are starting play pods.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of these.
Yes, where like the parents meet up, you know, all of the parents and all of the kids in the pod. You take them to a park or some kind of activity outside of everybody's house,
Yeah.
and you leave them to be on their own,
Yeah.
to argue, to resolve their issues on their own. Mommy isn't there. Like, he's not sharing with y'all. Got to figure it out. Yeah. Y'all got to be kids. And then you talk to him about why he doesn't want to share with you, or like you don't like that she pushed you. Handle it, and how are you going to handle it? Because kids also need to go through those. They need to learn on their own. And I'm like, where can I find one of these play pods? Because same, like I want him to have all those interactions, and also like I don't trust everybody.
Right. Absolutely.
So like,
and you shouldn't.
Right. Yeah. People are weird.
Yeah, people are weird, and people parent differently.
Yeah.
Like there's sometimes where I'm like, your kid just okay.
You're
not gonna.
You weren't looking. Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. You were just fine with it. Your kid's eating dirt. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever. It's all good.
Yeah.
To each their own.
Yeah, you see kind of crazy stuff at parks like that, or like parents just not even. I saw this kid be so rude to this little boy who was with his dad. His dad was there, and his dad was present. This little boy was like by himself, and he goes, "You're a stupid head." And the dad was right there, the dad of the other kid. And I could tell he wanted to say something. He was Latino and the other kid wasn't. And I'm Latina and I'm right there. And I'm like, ooh, like I wanted to say something for him. And he like got his son and he said, are you okay? How do you feel?
Yeah.
Do you want to play anymore? You don't? We're going. And I'm like, this man handled it so well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that little, he was being such a brat. Yeah. I'm like, where is your parent? Where is it?
Well, that tells you why they're acting that way.
Yeah.
And that's not the kid's fault. You know, it's such a strange thing. Like, I had to check myself. I was at the park with my husband and my daughter, and this little girl was like kind of being rude and standoffish to my daughter. And I like looked at her mom like, oh, okay. Like she wasn't like taking turns. She was like pushy and stuff. And then her mom was like, I'm sorry, she's autistic and blah, blah. And I was like, oh God, I'm a fucking asshole. I was like, yeah, of course. Like, you can't just assume, like, you know what I mean?
That's
such
true.
It's such a hard thing to try to navigate too, where it's like, she's like, yeah, we're having a tough time with it. I was like, I will exchange numbers if you ever want her to play with her. Like, we would love that, you know?
Wow. Because I don't for saying that. I haven't even thought about that.
I know.
You see, like, we don't think about it until we're like in that moment.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes because my husband, I think I'm a little bit more aware because of my sister, but like we've been certain places where, there's somebody, another child who maybe is acting out a little bit. And like my husband he will never say anything, but he'll look over at me like, you know, like what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
And I let everything happen. And then afterward I said, you know, that little boy is neurodivergent. And like I could tell. He's like, really? I'm like, that's why he was, you know, he was really gravitating towards me. This always happens to me. I've told you guys this multiple times.
Yes.
Random children whose parents are not watching them always come to me.
Always.
It's a thing. They will come with me, follow me, pools, parks, wherever. And so I feel like my husband just is like, no, like nobody. And I'm like, okay, it's because of this. And like not all the parents think about that stuff sometimes, but it's hard with girls, especially with the standoffish thing. Yeah. I feel myself as a girl being like, oh, they're just being like catty, especially if it's like other little girls. Yeah. Because I feel like at this age, like Poppy really wants to play with a 6 or 7 year old sometimes.
Oh my God, her name is Poppy.
Yes, her name is Poppy.
So cute.
And
I know.
She really wants to play with them.
My daughter's gonna be obsessed with her.
Oh my God, they're already friends. We're making them friends. So when we have gone places and like I remember for Halloween, there was little girls dressed up as K-pop demon hunters because we're deep in our K-pop demon hunter phase. And Poppy was literally just following them around. I love your costume. I love your costume. Your costume's so pretty. Then she's like trying to touch the sequins and I'm like, come over, give her some space. Those little girls were like not acknowledging her. Yeah. And I was like on the edge like, oh my God, do not say anything. Do not say anything. Because their parents aren't really around. But I'm like, she's 3. Like you could at least be like, thank you. You know, I just.
Right. Oh, were the other girls older?
Yes, they were like 8 probably.
Yeah. Oh, no. 8?
I know. Yeah. And they were just ignoring her. So then I told her, I was like, her little cousin or her bigger cousin, I'm like, Cammie has an outfit like this when you guys are together. Cammie will put it on so you could see it. Yeah. And Drew was like, we need to buy her one. We need to buy her one. My husband, we need to buy her one. I cannot deal with this. This is too much. I'm like, it's already starting like the feeling like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to intervene. But then also I don't want them to be rude to my kids. So I'm just trying to like, what's the middle ground, you know?
I would probably go up to those 8-year-olds and be like, oh, did you hear that she complimented your outfit? It's really
8 years old is like old enough. I
8 is like, old enough to acknowledge a 3-year-old.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh my God.
If I can remember 8, then
that's true.
We could all remember being 8.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's the Aries in you.
You know what I mean?
Just
at least say thank you.
Yeah.
At least say
that's true.
Yep. Well, thank you so much.
It's always coming.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, we can keep going.
Forever. Yeah.
Wait, I do want to keep going though. No joke, because I saw you were a waiter at Olive Garden.
Sure was.
Girl, Olive Garden is my shit till this day.
I want to know.
Are there? I know, I do. I want to know like secrets.
Oh my
like,
God. Tell us
also
the
like during
secret.
pregnancy. Stop. Like
Yeah.
That was your jam?
Yeah, poor Henry.
God.
My husband. He's like not the Olive Garden person, and I'm like, I
Neither is
don't
mine.
care
Every day.
And now I think because I ate it so much during my pregnancy,
Yeah.
like we take Santi, and like he loves the minestrone. 'Cause that's what I
Say, what's your order?
I'm vegan, so I would
Okay.
get the minestrone and salad with breadsticks. But
Yeah.
like
I'm a little underwhelmed.
I know.
There's nothing vegan on that menu besides the minestrone?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I think now you
God.
could do like a pasta with a sauce, and
Yeah.
that's it. So I'm like, I'll do the minestrone.
Oh, there's so much
It's
better
so good
vegan
though.
food
Like
out
I'm
there.
also a soupy
When did
girl.
you work there?
Oh my God, 2000. I moved out here in 2006.
So you were
2007,
working Olive Garden here.
Yeah.
Which one?
Burbank.
Stop.
Oh,
I worked at the Empire
wow.
Center.
Oh my God.
I worked
Stop.
at that one and then worked at Outback next door after I got fired.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I used to live right there.
Yes.
Wow.
That's where we all met, Burbank.
Burbank.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Valley girl. So
Wow.
I've always
Wow,
lived in the
wow.
Valley.
I love it.
Damn.
I miss it. Yeah.
Now I want Olive Garden. And it's gonna be, I know. Do you ever go back?
Yeah, my mom loves.
I
I'm
love
gonna go
that.
soon because I have family from Amsterdam coming, and they freaking love Olive
Oh
Garden.
my
So
God.
Oh my
also,
God, me
cheesecake
too.
is a thing to people in Europe, I feel like, when they come
Cheesecake?
here. Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I don't think I've taken. Oh, I have. And
Yeah.
they're just like, why is this menu so big?
It's
Yeah.
it's
It's
a book.
Bible.
It's a
But
But I
book. It's a
also miss
novel.
that you can't like. Remember, they used to have advertisements in it, and you're like, I can buy this watch and this minestrone. Like, you know what I mean?
my
It's
God.
They
like,
don't anymore.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it used to be like this thick, and it used to be like, here's some watches, here's a shirt.
Stop. I do not remember that.
Like a catalog.
Yeah,
What
for
the
whatever reason.
That's amazing. Okay, I just needed to end on an Olive Garden note.
It's not fun.
How do you get that
It's
out?
not.
No, because you have to have that white shirt.
Wait.
It has to be
Okay.
pressed
This is
and
what
the
I really
tie.
wanted to ask. Are the breadsticks? Is it really bread? What is it?
Oh God, I don't know. I survived off of that.
They just
know.
come frozen to you guys, right? I would assume.
Everything is.
Everything is frozen.
But not the soup.
Pretty sure it comes in a bag. I don't know if it's frozen.
What did you think they were slicing and dicing?
Yeah,
back
it's
there?
all veggies with
The only thing that
pasta.
sucks about Olive Garden, and I will call them out because I don't work for them anymore, is the fact that like as servers and stuff, like you're starving and you're making no money. And usually what we would do is like, because salads were free for people that ordered them, we would order an extra one for the table and just eat it in the back. And if they found out that you did that, you were like,
Really?
yeah, the only thing you
What?
can
A
have is
salad?
breadsticks. You can have free breadsticks, but that's it.
You could have free breadsticks because it's not real bread.
Stop it.
Wow. You were altering Krystal's chemistry.
Yeah,
right now.
Just saying.
But also, I still want to eat Olive Garden.
oh yeah, I do too. I do too. Absolutely.
Oh, and the peach Bellini tea.
Oh, that's the shit.
But they don't put the peaches in it anymore.
Which is not okay.
That's not okay.
That was my
Thank
not
you.
okay.
My favorite part about it.
That was the best part.
Those are probably not fresh peaches.
No, those are frozen for sure. Those
They're
are
frozen
frozen
when
for
you get
sure.
'em.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they'd be frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, thank you so much
fun.
for
This was
coming
so
by.
fun.
Yes, this
So
was
much
fun.
fun.
We need a kid play date.
I
Yeah,
know.
That would be so.
We can have a
all
play
live in,
pod.
like, so
We
many
can have a
different
play
areas.
pod.
Yes.
We're gonna start our own play pod.
Let's do it.
It's happening. Oh, play pod.
Like the Babysitters Club.
Yeah. Woo, play pod.
Hey, mamas. Thanks for watching.
Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and check out all of our other episodes.
Find us at Nightclubs to Night Feeds. That's Nightclubs, the number 2, and then Night Feeds. And we'll catch you on the next episode.